Hi my students, let's look at exercise 5b textbook page 118, question 2a, 3a, 3c and 3d, and after that you'll be doing workbook page 65, entire question 2. So in this question, I need you to copy all the working down so that you have something to revise if you are unsure on how to do the question for 5b. So expand and simplify the following expression. Expand just means you distribute equally, and simplify means you make it simple by grouping all the like terms together. So over here, there's two steps, expand and group like terms. So in this case, there's a 3a over here and there's a two expression that are multiplied together. So I will focus on the expansion first. So 3, I just write it down. So in this case, I use the rainbow method. So it's a times the second expression plus 6 times the second expression. So there's no space, so I write at the bottom. Okay, so as I mentioned, if those of you who are fast, you can just write out the third step directly without writing the second step. So 3a, a times 2a will be 2a squared. I times the number first. Then since there's 1 times -1 is -1. -1 times a is -a squared, -a. So the other is -a. So 6 times 2 is 12. 12 times a will be 12a. 6 times 1, no, there's a -1. So 6 times -1 is -6. So now I highlight all the like terms. 3a, -a, 12a. So 3a minus a is 2a. 2a plus 12a will be 14a. So plus 2a squared minus 6. So I put my highest power in front, followed by 14a minus 6. So all the numbers, right, the numbers are called constant. So all the constant, we'll put it at the back. So this expand and simplify, right, is very useful all the way until you reach your N level. This question will be tested. So let's look at question 3a. So I copy down the expression first and I use the rainbow method. So I want to be fast. So I take, so since there's a negative sign here, right, must be very careful. Very, very careful. So I put a minus and put a square bracket. So that I know that after I expand it out, right, I must multiply the negative sign in front. Because negative sign is always being overlooked by many students. So a times a is a squared. A times -2 be -2a. 3 times a will be 3a. 3 times -2 is -6. So after that, I need to remove the bracket. So the bracket, right, is like a protection so that I won't miss out my negative sign. So copy down 4a squared and I multiply the negative sign. So there's an invisible one in front. So -1 times a, -1 times 2a, -1 times 3a, -1 times -6. So -a squared plus 2a minus 3a plus 6. So now I highlight all the like terms. So in this case will be 4a squared and -a squared. And the next one will be 2a and -3a. So 4a squared minus a squared is 3a squared. Plus 2a minus 3a will be minus a. And here will be plus 6. So this one will be my answer. Okay, so some of you ask, when do we use square brackets? Okay, so the reason why I use square brackets, right, is because we want to avoid confusion with many round brackets. So if let's say I have like 2 round brackets, one small one and one big round brackets, it'll be very confusing to see. That's why I use a square bracket in this case. Okay, so can I ask this question over here? So let's look at step 2. Okay, so if let's say I want to group the term and I put it in this manner, what does it look like over here to you? Let's zoom in a bit. Zoom, 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 zoom. Okay, so over here, right, if you want to do some working for yourself to see all the like terms, right, please don't write in brackets like this, because it's very confusing and it might lead to many mistakes. What type of mistakes? I can see it as 4a squared times negative a squared, which gives me negative 4a to the power of 4 plus, in the next one, right, I also add a bracket. It will look like plus 2a minus 3a will be negative 6 a squared plus 6. So this bracket over here, right, it has another meaning also, like what you learn in primary school. It also means multiply. So please don't write bracket in this manner. If you want, you either circle it entirely or you square, or you put a square. So this one is a wrong type of representation. Please don't follow. So if you want, you can always square it up or you circle it up entirely. Don't do shortcuts. Because shortcuts, right, very potential mistake over here. And the examiner will mark you wrong. Will definitely mark you wrong because this one is mathematically unsound. So let's look at 3c. So in 3c, right, we do expansion first. Always do expansion first. Okay, so c times 6 will be 6c. And c times c will be c squared. Negative 1 times 6 will be negative 6. Negative 1 times c will be negative c. So this one, right, remain unchanged. We just copy it down. So now I highlight all the like terms. Okay, so in exam, right, please use a pencil to circle the thing, so they won't be so confusing. Okay, so 6c minus c will be 5c. So c squared minus 3c squared will be minus 2c squared. And negative 6 is alone, so I'll just write it down, negative 6. So now I need to rearrange the terms. Highest power first, negative 2c squared plus 5c minus 6. So this one will be my answer. Okay, so for those who don't need to circle or highlight, you can just do it directly. So let's look at question 3D. So question 3D, right, is a bit up level, but don't worry, you can do it. (2d minus 3 minus 5d squared plus 10d). So same thing, same. Do the rainbow method. (4d times 2d), 4 times 2 is 8, d times d is d squared. So next one, 4d times negative 3. So 4 times negative 3 is negative 12, and d is alone, so 12 times negative 12 times d is d, negative 12d. So the next one, negative 3 times 2d will be negative 3 times 2, negative 6, times d, negative 6d. Negative 3 times negative 3 will be positive 9. So I copy the remaining terms because they remain unchanged. So now I need to group all the like terms together. 8d square, negative 5d square. Negative 12d, negative 6d, positive 10d. So 8d square minus 5d square will be 3d square. Negative 12d minus 6d plus 10d will be, use your calculator, plus 10. Negative 8. So it's negative 8d and 9 remain the same, so I just copy down 9. So this one will be my answer. Okay, so that's it. So let me tell you a joke. A science one. So we take selfie. So when biologists take selfie, right, what is it called? It's called selfie. Get it? Selfie. Okay, thank you.